Everyone has certain places or attractions on their bucket list. Here are 22 top attractions for your bucket list that you may not have heard of before. Happy adventures! Hey Harry, you asked and we obliged. Thanks so much for the support. We love the positive feedback. And it's so dope that you've been with us since 1,000 followers. You probably miss Angelo as much as we do. But hey, the show must go on. Number 22, the City of Mermaids. In Weeki Wachee, Florida, there's a tourist attraction that has been going on since 1947. The attraction is called the City of Mermaids, and it's an underwater mermaid show where actresses with incredible lung capacity put on mermaid tails and swim around underwater. If you've always wanted mermaids to exist, this attraction is probably the closest you're going to get. Number 21, stay the night in a wigwam. At the Wigwam Village Motel off Route 66 in Rialto, California, you can relax and sleep in a teepee. While we wouldn't travel all that ways just to stay the night like a Native American, we would totally add this stop the next time we go take a drive on Route 66, which just so happens to be an attraction all in itself. Number 20, Ben & Jerry's Factory Tour. If you travel to Waterbury, Vermont, you have the choice to make one of the best decisions you'll make in your life, and that's to take the Ben & Jerry's Factory Tour. Not only do you get to see the magicians hard at work making your favorite flavors, but you also get some crazy good samples. If you do check out this awesome attraction, don't forget to pay your respects to the flavor graveyard they have out back. Number 19, learn to wrestle gators. You can unleash your wild side and dare to wrestle with gators at this hot tourist attraction. No, they don't just throw you into a pit with the beasts. The Colorado Gators Reptile Park in Moscow, Colorado actually holds classes in alligator wrestling. If you aren't quite ready to take on the beast, you can always just walk around and look at what claims to be the world's only high-altitude alligator farm. Number 18, the Beer Can House. In Houston, Texas, you can find a house that is completely covered in empty beer cans. As you can see, every exterior is covered with the cans, and the owner of the house, who made it look this way simply because he liked it, has made and hung streams of the cans from the eaves of the roof. The owner has said that it was a lot easier than painting, and while that may be up for debate, we're sure that he'll be glad to crack a cold one open with you if you choose to stop by. Number 17, Cedar Point Amusement Park. Also known as the roller coaster capital of the world, Cedar Point Amusement Park is a hot spot for thrill seekers. Located in Sandusky, Ohio, this amusement park has 17 different coasters to choose from, as well as plenty of water-themed rides in the Cedar Point Shores attraction next door. Number 16, the Neon Museum. The Neon Museum is a non-profit place that collects and preserves the retired neon signs of the famed Las Vegas. There are over 150 different signs around, and each sign tells you how it was made and what role it played in the glimmering city's history. If you wanted to see interesting things in Las Vegas, but didn't want to wait forever in the lines and be stuck in the crowd that everyone else is in, then this is the Las Vegas attraction for you. Number 15, the Wild Ponies of Chincoteague Island. Off the coast of Maryland and Virginia are two islands where wild ponies run free. They aren't there for horseback riding, but you can enjoy other attractions in the surrounding areas, all while gazing upon the wonder of the wildly free horses. Number 14, the House of Mystery. In Oregon, there's a place called the Oregon VORTEX. Inside the VORTEX is the House of Mystery. The House of Mystery is an interesting place that will certainly have you questioning everything you've ever learned. As a result of the paranormal activities in the area, things don't follow the regular rules. Balls will roll uphill instead of downhill, brooms will stand on their own without any tricks or support, and you will question your height while standing on certain platforms. If you're a fan of all things weird, you should definitely give this place a shot. Number 13, the world's largest time capsule. In Seward, Nebraska, there's a pyramid that has a lot more to show underneath. The pyramid is the second part of the world's largest time capsule. The first is a square container underneath the pyramid you see in the picture. This massive monument was created by local town character Harold Davison, who wanted to make something for his grandkids. Inside the capsule is a collection of over 5,000 items, including a brand new Chevy Vega. If you wanted to see this attraction, make sure you do so before July 4th, 2025, or else it will be a thing of the past, since that's the date it's supposed to be opened. Number 12, Bonnie and Clyde's Death Car. If gangsters and guns are more of your cup of tea, you can see one of the most notorious cars in thug history. In Primm, Nevada, inside of a Whiskey Pete's casino, sits the Bonnie and Clyde Death Car. It's called the Death Car because it's the actual car that the duo was killed back in May of 1934. Near the car's display is the shirt that Clyde was wearing when he was killed. After a 2-year crime spree, these criminals were shot and killed by police officers during a roadblock ambush. Number 11, miniature golf capital of the world. In Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, there's a miniature golf playground that claims to be the mini golf capital of the world. If you claim to be the mini golf champ, test your skills out at the largest mini golf park in the world. If you best all of the opponents during a game at this park, does that make you mini golf champion of the entire world? Number 10, the Gum Wall. If you aren't too squeamish when it comes to other people's saliva, then you can decide to add your own piece of gum to the insane collection in Seattle, Washington. Appropriately named the Gum Wall, the wall of this alley is covered in thousands of pieces of chewing gum. It's sort of like an American version of the Lovelocks Bridge in Paris. Although they are making efforts to remove these locks in Paris, they don't look like they'll be moving this gum anytime soon. Number 9. The Rhodesville America Tradition. In Charlottesville, Pennsylvania, you can see what America looked like back in the day. The location has moved several times since the attraction was first created in order to keep up with the demands to see it. In 1941, the massive display was moved to its current location in Charlottesville, Pennsylvania. The immense village consists of over 10,000 handmade trees, over 300 miniature structures, with over 4,000 teeny tiny people doing regular daily activities throughout the village. Number 8. Marie Laveau's House of Voodoo. It might just be called a tiny shop filled with religious goods in New Orleans, Louisiana, but it's so much more than that. Yes, it is rather small, but you can get on-site psychic readings that will tell you your future. If you're not really into the future, but you want to curse your enemy with a voodoo doll, there's plenty to choose from. Definitely not a place to miss if you're wandering around Bourbon Street. Number 7. Islands of Adventure. Universal's theme park in Orlando is one of the most magical places you could ever visit. There are currently 8 individual islands that adventurers can explore. There's the Marvel Superhero Island for the people who adore those that save us from disaster. There's Toon Lagoon, which features classic Toon characters such as Popeye. The island named Jurassic Park is of course covered in dinosaurs and other attractions from the movies. The Lost Continent showcases ancient myths and legends. Seuss Landing is the island that is entirely dedicated to Dr. Seuss and his works. If the wizarding world of Harry Potter is more up your Diagon alley, then you can check out the Harry Potter Island, which features the Forbidden Forest, Hogsmeade Village, and the Hogwarts Castle. The last island that has been added is Skull Island, which brings back the world of King Kong. Regardless of which island you choose to explore, you'll have the time of your life. Number 6. The Flintstones Bedrock City. If you would like to travel back in time to the Stone Age, you can do so by taking a trip to Williams, Arizona to see the Flintstones Bedrock City. On the corner of Arizona State Route 64 and US Route 180, there's a Flintstones themed amusement park. There are plenty of things to do while you're there, and if you decided you couldn't see it all in one day, there is a campground and an RV park so that you can catch some Z's, and then head back into the park the next day. Number 5. The Santa Claus House and the matching statue. If your favorite holiday is Christmas and you wait patiently each year for that special time to come around, do yourself a favor and book a trip to see the Santa Claus House at the North Pole in Alaska. The entire town at the North Pole is Christmas themed all year round. They also, understandably, have the largest Santa statue in the entire world, and no Santa town would be complete without live reindeer, which they have lots of. Number 4. The International Spy Museum. Inside the International Spy Museum, you will find the largest collection of espionage gadgets and materials in the entire world. It was first opened to the public in Washington, D.C. back in 2002, and it cost a whopping $40 million to be drafted and built way back in the day. It may have cost a pretty penny to create it in the first place, but if you ever wanted to be a spy, this is the place to go. You can walk around and learn about famous missions and what it took to accomplish them, or you can complete a spy mission of your very own in the Operation Spy exhibit. Number 3. Madame Tussauds House of Wax. If the House of Wax movie didn't scare the living daylights out of you, you might actually enjoy seeing the amazing star-studded features they have inside. The attraction opened up in 1999 and is located inside the Venetian Casino Resort in Las Vegas, Nevada. You can take pictures with some of the 100 wax figurines there are, or you could catch a flick at their 4D movie theater. Number 2. The Coca-Cola Museum. The Coca-Cola Museum is located in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's certainly worth taking a tour if you're in the area. Although it has been moved from its original location in underground Atlanta, you can still see the same interesting process they've been using for over 100 years. Of course, you won't be lucky enough to ever see the actual Coca-Cola recipe. They don't call it the best kept secret in the world for nothing. Number 1. The Magic Forest. This truly magical place is located in Lake George, New York, along Route 9. The storybook-themed park opened its gates in 1963 and has been a successful tourist attraction ever since. It features the largest statue of Uncle Sam in the world and exhibits that tell the stories of Three Little Pigs, Hansel and Gretel, Paul Bunyan, and much more. If you wanted more to do than just looking at displays, you can check out the petting zoo or watching Lightning, the horse, diving into his own diving tank.
Like and subscribe.
More better.